Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Alright, let's see what the goddess has to say about letting the dragon live in her temple. Yeah, fine. No one cares. Okay then. Aha. I didn't remember that. How do I... I'll... I like that she's a bird-like godling and she doesn't like birds. That's funny.
You journeyed to my temple and found the dragon. Yet instead of driving it off, you allowed it to stay. The songs of my faithful will never again fill the nest, and the beast and her young will slaughter many to feed their hunger.
Dragons, like your birds, are creatures of the skies. Every life bears a cost.
Yes, and each should create wonders of commensurate value. What does a dragon create?
Beauty, I guess.
Their might inspires countless songs and tales, and the span of their wings fills canvases across Aora. And you are one whose soul is filled with the same passionate energy. Indeed, you are the right person to end this tragedy.
I'm listening.
You must stop Theos, and you must undo the tragedy he has wrought.
There is a way, Watcher. There is hope yet. Theos acts but is moved by another. The exiled queen whispers in his ear, urges him to rob the living and the unborn of their soul for her benefit, and he has obeyed. He will consume them, grow powerful, while 1,000 empty children are born, but there is still time to reverse this tragedy. Why would Goedica do this? Because she prizes authority over mercy, laws over kith. She values the souls of mortals not for the beauty they create, but for what they can add to her power. She fears animancy. She believes that mortals may use it to usurp the god's power, her power. She cares nothing for the innovation of kith. And how could she? She gives commands, not inspiration. How could I return things to the way they were? Sounds like Theos have collaborated with her for a long time. You know already that he has lived many lives. In each, it has been her voice in his ear, guiding him to serve her ambitions, urging him to protect her interests. The melody of the birds grows mournful, and each of his lives has been one stanza after another in a song of devotion to the Oathbinder. Couldn't you stop Theos on your own? All of the gods, even Goedica, are bound by an oath. We sing one a harmony, and Kith sing another, and though we may introduce a new melody in hopes that mortal ears will hear it and sing it back, we do not interrupt their chorus. Do so will unleash a cacophony between the gods, one that will overwhelm our song and yours. But Goedica sings her tune to Theos. I would likewise sing mine to you. How could I return things to the way they were? Guide the trapped souls back to the bodies they were stolen from. Hollow-born children whose eyes have never seen the sun. Would it truly be a mercy, even while it might dry the tears of parents, mothers and fathers who tended the children, sheltered them? It would confine the children to half-grown bodies their souls have never known. Bodies ravaged by years of confinement, the cruel Salvation Wars. You could restore them, give their families hymns of joy after years of lament. Peace and restoration give purpose to suffering. There is no meaning to no redemption in pain that does not lead to fulfillment. Symmetry demands that great rejoicing follows suffering such as this. I'm not sure it is possible to truly undo the harm Theos have caused. Surely those wounds can heal, or don't you think the long absence could be overcome? Perhaps the years cannot be forgotten, and for some perhaps it's already too late. But if you could restore even one soul, kindle one spark of life, raise one voice in joy, it will well be worth it. Restore them or new lives? Restore them. Yes.
When you reach the burial isle, you will find souls there that I have granted reprieve for their sins. I give these to you, for only they can bear you to safety on your journey down.
I think I'm reaching the end, or close to the end.
The rotting fruits of his endeavors. Remember the conversation we have had. In that moment, you will have power rivaling a god's. And after it, you will live in the world that you have chosen. Choose Restoration, Watcher. Return the souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this, and I shall give you power to make even Woodica quake. I can be merciful and terrible, Watcher.
While this is the hope I once held to, I now see it is a false mercy, an extension of suffering. Snatching these souls from their lives was Theos' crime. Let us not add to it by snatching them back from the natural cycles. What natural cycles?
Wait! I'm not done with you. It's not often that any of our kind get the chance to speak to their... What should I call you?
Actually, I don't want to
My
speak to the other
mother,
gods, because I think that will mean doing everyone's quest.
Yet be too generous, given our history.
We'll see. You are angry with me.
What did you expect? Should I be happy? To be like this? To live like this? What kind of creator does this to her creation and abandons it in a world this cruel?
And should I have plucked you from your home, wrapped you in my wings, and brought you to a nest like this one? Some tranquil and harmonious place far from the war chants and battle dances you love so well? Tell me what you want.
All I've ever wanted from any of your kind is to take some responsibility. Any responsibility for what you've done. To us. To every one of the children you've abandoned.
You are a song of ferocity, and one I love well. I hear your furor and rage, and it is music. Your prowess and valor leave a trail like a tapestry upon the world. I will not dampen your song, even with the comfort of my wings.
What does that mean? Come back here! I should have known I'd never get any answers out of her.
You got an answer out of here, but I don't think you liked it, I guess. Alright, so now I can do it then. Now let me save, and I want to see what happens if you touch any of the other stones when you already have a god backing you. Okay. At least it's my friend's endurance. That's funny. Blood must feed the Maw. Watchers see that the true champion reigns. What? Alright. Blood must feed the Maw. What the hell does that mean? What did that change? Oh, you can do the other quest as well, then. Why? I'm not sure. I will think on this, but first I will go and do the Ranger's quest. Also, since I'm here, maybe I should do the Summon's quest. And be done with it, the poison, that guy. What the hell happened?
Stop right there!
Who are you?
You're in the wrong city, Inquisitor. Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here, in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
I have seen your trials with my own eyes, okay. Been on for years, they deserve your confession.
Suros, what are you doing?
Yovara, okay. You have seen this woman's face before, but from afar, bloodied and burned as she lay stretched across an iron wheel. At the moment, it's marked only with concern, so that's before she was tortured by Theos.
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady, daring to approach our camp.
If he is so poor an assassin to approach an armed guard in daylight, I should have nothing to fear. I will hear what this man has to say.
Surely this is some trick of my mind. I did not expect to see you again.
Grand Inquisitors Theos X Arcanon dispatched me here to spy on you. Are things as desperate as that over there? I'd never have known. Hope your next assignment is more stimulating. Listening to my lectures is dull work for a spy. It's good to have an old friend back all the same. It is lonelier than you might expect, changing your friends for followers. Whatever your reasons, I've missed you over all these years. Having you here now, at a time when I'm surrounded by strangers, it's a wonderful gift.
I would like for you to stay here, in our camp, as my guest.
My lady Irvara, I beg of you, this is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. If I can't have faith in one man's ability to reason, once he knows the truth, what hope do we have?
My lady, he admits being a spy!
That should make him less of a threat, wouldn't you agree? I have nothing to hide. All I see here is an opportunity to persuade someone who could help us. We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do that my cause will not die with me. Come. We have much to talk about.
The plot against... It was interesting. And we have levels and discussions, okay? Let's do the level first. I guess I can give you a bit more athletics. Plus 10 accuracy to the wounding shot. Yeah. Sure, why not? Save.
What is it, Watcher?
That's what we learned about Wedica trouble you?
It stinks of her. It is justice, but if her greater purpose was to think Margaret would fall prey to such deceit. And Aethys. Widewind had always claimed to be invading Deerwood to free it. What if it were true? What if he had come to stop Woodica's plot before it began? Surely Aethys earned his death at Godhammer Citadel, but not for those reasons. Not to keep him silent. If such a thing has brought about this chaos, must we always be tools of gods? If Woodica and Margaret, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back,
And your Godhammer didn't save Deerwood, it doomed it.
so many lies. And Woodica, perhaps she is the next god to fall beneath the Godhammer.
Would it have been better had you been spared this knowledge?
No, I am glad to have walked this far with you, seen this truth. Perhaps it was what I was meant to see, with a watcher's eyes. All these dances of words and intrigues, machines of men, twisted, ripping the souls of children, and by the gods, the goddess of justice. If I could end her like Aethys, Margaret burned her once. One can do so
So
again.
was Eothas the good guy? The only god that said, you know what, fuck the shit, I'm taking a body and I'm stopping these guys because that's not right.
Woodica, she must answer to her own justice.
Justice or revenge?
Anyone with a shred of spirit seeks both justice and punishment.
Revenge
It
is justice,
burns
I
in the
guess.
heart of anyone who lives. All seek it. If the world does not balance, we all drown in the oceans. And the gods would not care. Margaret, she must be redeemed. And punishing Woodica, that will serve.
Magran was allied with Wedica. She tried to kill all the makers of the Godhammer.
Is this some final joke at my expense? To test my faith further? And why would you think that, Watcher?
The others who made the Godhammer, they all died, didn't they? That's why I saw the symbols fade in your stuff.
If all you have are questions, then I have enough of those. She is a bitch of a goddess, to be sure. But even a whore only goes so far in crossing those she serves.
You said you left Asphalt without telling anyone of your
You
departure.
answer a question with a question. Then why did I feel her disappointment at Halgot? Why were we shamed?
Because I think she tried to kill you there.
Kill me. She is a goddess. I still drink from her burning breasts, Watcher. If she wished me dead, she could trace me to my source and kill me.
In the dream of the Godhammer, your spirit looked blurred, indistinct in the light, as if it had been seared from you. Uran stares at you, his expression frozen but his silent listening. If you had been damaged, as I saw in the Godhammer's vision, then she may be unable to see you as you once were. Finally he turns to you, his
There's
face
no
steady.
proof, Watcher. I was a fool to think you could help me see any farther than I could.
You don't trust me, then trust your stuff. Admit that the other Godhammer builders are dead. Uran stares at the staff. For a moment you see his eyes burning, taking in the edges of the wood, the symbols inlaid there, the 11 faded circles.
They died in the blast, yes. The other 11. I was the only one to walk away. I thought we had wronged our goddess. That this was my trial, and if I could prove myself worthy, worthy of her! I should have known better. There is only one God of redemption, and I saw him ended.
Wow, I got goosebumps. Cool. As he studied the stuff, you feel a wave of heat, a terrible energy rolling forth from it in waves. So much so, it feels as if the god hammer itself is alive in his hands. And past it, you hear a cry, like a child being born, and your eyes feel the flash of white. Then 100 imagined saints of purple and white streaming and circle into the howling of a storm, and beneath it, the grinding of ancient machines of stone, rock and metal, grinding and turning until all around you feels as if it's burning, sinking into the shadows of the earth. Beneath the ground, the only place where a spirit might find refuge. The fuck? When your vision clears, you see Durance. His hands clutching the staff and his eyes are bright, burning red. Atop the staff, the flame burns clearly, brightly. As his gaze burns, he rips his gaze away and howls. A bellowing, horrid howl, like a wounded animal, and sweat pours down his brow. God damn. We can see that justice is served to her and Wedga both. Durance, who can make this right. I don't think we can make this right, but yeah. Justice served, maybe.
To think I served her. I followed her. Now I shall serve no one. Woodica's lies must be answered. And now it seems I must take fire and war from a goddess's false claim as well. I still take from her strength as I did, for as long as it lasts. For I shall not cast her aside yet, until I have drained her dry and had my fill, just as she intended for me.
God damn.
For I have learned one of the lessons of the faithful. The faithful may wound a goddess greater than any enemy. A purification is coming, and this fire shall consume them both.
That was fucking awesome. Fantastic quest. Alright, I guess I'll end this episode here after finishing the Trials of Durance, which were great, as I said. Alright, yeah, thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and next time we'll go and do the quest of Sagani.